Hello, I hope the audio is fine again. I tried to set it up correctly just now. Should be fine, I think. Also, I'm noticing that I have not enough space for all the tabs I have to have open just right now. Because I have a list of things I want to add to the level. And the Streamlabs tab I want to have open and my reference tab. Well, CFX Rios, I can reply to your comment if that makes you happy. So let me move over to the scene. I did quite a bit of voxeling off stream because I haven't streamed a lot in the past few weeks. So there's a lot of progress now. Also, the little room we made last time I streamed is also in there now. I'll just try to quickly get there. Should be here. So I think what I had to do was remodel the whole thing. But yeah, should be fine now. So anyway, what I really did since last time I streamed, I added a lot of landscaping, like all these rocks and some plants and trees and all that, which caused that there's a few holes in the bottom of the map now, but I'll do the cleaning up work sometime off stream once the level is actually finished. But what I wanted to do today is continue my work on these buildings, because I swapped them out to look a bit nicer now, but they are still really unfinished. So yeah, that's the main goal of today, to at least finish some of the buildings. I see a lot of comments in the chat, so I will try to reply to those in 1 second. How I got your name right? Well, I tried to understand what your name is supposed to say, so that's how I got that. Yeah, I added the trees. I have a folder here, and I'm using a preview, an early version of Magica Voxel right now that isn't out yet. So I have some more pattern tools. For example, I could technically just go into the assets I have here and place the rock down, but these are mainly textured rock from my palette that I'm using just now. Oh damn, so many people writing in chat. I have to quickly catch up before we can actually do something here. Will the performance test ever be updated or get a different map for it or something else? I don't know. I don't know what the plan there is. I think it was really just to have a look at what graphics cards can run the map and what bugs might occur that have to be fixed before the early access. I wasn't involved in that whole thing. I was just as surprised that there was a performance demo as probably most of you were. Oh, I see also some people answering in the chat already. Will Teardown will Teardown have voxels in it? I don't know. I don't see any voxels in the scene at all. No voxels found. Yeah, well, the one palette is really restrictive, so I have, for example, with the wood, I can't add more wood than I have now, with more wood colors. That's all the indices I can use, so I'm struggling quite hard there. I had to fill the last few spots with the birch trees I added. Okay, that just looks like it's just some meme comments now. Well, before I start or continue to model on the buildings, I could maybe try to quickly show how the level looks in game right now, so that you get a feel of what I have planned. Okay. I just have to not mess up the scenes now. Also, stop the music for a minute. I don't know, is it too loud or is it okay right now? The menu sound, I don't know. Bit too quiet, the game or me? Well, yeah, I am actually not 100% sure about all the things I am allowed to show on stream, but so that's why I mainly really just show my own level. So I'll quickly open that one up and then swap the scene. But you can't. Well, okay, I have to adjust that window if I can adjust it. Transform. There you go. Should be fine now. Okay, here, so here's the level. It's really just the Vox file and a bit of water. So nothing too special. Because that's really the main goal, just having the level already made and then importing it into the editor. Okay, I could have not paused the music, I realized, because there's no audio here. But as you can see, these buildings look way nicer now. I decided that this is going to be some sort of marketplace, I don't know. The center place where people would meet up. And I did some detailing like this path here and so the main detailing really are just all these rocks I added. I mean, what I'm aware of is that some buildings are flying, like this one. The corner is flying there, and I will add some voxels to these corners to make sure. I think, yeah, this one is also up in the air, and all of these don't have a ground layer right now and no inner layers at all. Like, they're just hollow with nothing in them. So there's the most part of work I have to do on these. Yeah, I think you can't get to the editor with the early access. The editor is supposed to come later, I think. I'm not sure in what capacity it's going to come. What of it will remain in the actual finished version of the game, but yeah. So anyway, I can also show here's the room we did last time. I don't know where this light is coming from, to be honest. Looks like it's coming from here. Okay, I don't know what this is. Do I have to fix something here? I don't think so. It's just a weird lighting bug because light behaves a bit weird sometimes. But today I can actually show you what I had made already in this castle. So first thing I'm going to do is, or what I also plan to do is making this tower a bit bigger because it's a bit thin right now. Also, thank you Extras for the Prime sub. Really appreciate it. Wait, this game has a story. Will there be a series of events leading you to a small island with a castle in wooden and thatch houses? Well, I don't think that the castle is going to be part of the main story of the game. The castle's main purpose is to show how you could technically make a whole level with Knosvoxel and then just import it. Because this level really is just that. I mean, the only thing I added that wasn't, or that isn't in the actual game is the water. Because I need that water to have this island feeling, to have a border to the map. I mean, I can deal with one palette. It actually works. I was surprised too, but I actually am able to work with that one palette. I didn't have a situation yet where I really would have needed an extra index and didn't have one left. So will we be able to make our own maps and put them in the game? Well, I don't know when or if, but I'd say probably. I don't know really. I mean, modding is planned, so modding would probably also include stuff like this. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense that that my current rule for the game is to make this level, because then there would be a demo of how you could make a level with Knosvoxel only, but no level creation. All these questions, for all these questions, is really, I can't answer them 100% because I have no idea what Dennis has in mind on those things. Can you collapse that deck on the beach, or are there are too many pillars? I mean, it's technically possible, but yeah, there's a lot of pillars. So the cliffs, they might need some updating at some positions, but I tried to make them look good. In Knosvoxel they look better, I'd say. But yeah, they are really just the cliff assets we have for the game, but I edited them a bit, as I have the possibility to do so with Knosvoxel. Can you go read his mind and tell us when the game is... There is no release date, and I don't think he has one in mind either. He probably knows when, or around what time he's probably ready to post an early access, but I have no idea about that. But yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of pillars. I could actually try it too. I didn't try it yet, but it might be possible to collapse it completely. Or maybe not, because it's connected completely on this side. Will take a second to do this. I mean, if I were to use bombs, it's probably faster, but then things start burning and then I have more problems to deal with. This corner will probably also be problematic for collapsing this whole thing. Yeah, I'm really not sure if collapsing is an option. Did this work? It did. Why did this not work? Who made the other maps? I think... are there credits in the performance test? I don't know. I saw a screenshot on the server, on the Discord server, about the performance test, about the credits. So I think there's the level designers are listed there too. Yeah, exactly. Kabi and Ole. I know of those two. Well, okay, as you can see, it's technically smashed, but too big to collapse. It's one of those cases. So I can set it on fire, maybe that helps. I'm actually surprised that it's running so smoothly while streaming right now. I mean, it runs smoothly when I normally play it on my 1060, but with streaming still running smoothly, that's not bad at all. Also, I see follows every now and then. I really appreciate those. I'm always in fear that the follows I'm receiving will stay just as long as I make Teardown content and then just leave when I go back to my normal voxel art streams. Okay, that would take ages now, I think. The fire alert would be triggered too. So I'll just leave the game for now. Go back to Magical Voxel. So that we can start to be actually productive. Here we go. Now my chat is gone, why is that? Okay, here it is again. I mean, if buildings collapse really depends on the amount of voxels connected onto each other. So big structures like this are already too big, I think. I mean, they obviously are, otherwise it would have just collapsed. Let me turn on the music again. Maybe I'll swap the playlist for something more chill. I think you may be a bit quiet. Do I have to turn myself louder? I'm already hitting the yellow spots in my Streamlabs. Just let me know and I will turn up the volume a bit. Okay, so what I wanted to do is, first thing I wanted to do is add some doors or door holes, because I can't really make doors in a Magica voxel only level, because you would have to smash them to get into them. So I'll leave those for now. So where do we want to start? I don't know. Maybe with this one? So there's probably also gonna be stages again where I have to look for new reference, because I have some, but not enough to make to make a lot. I think it's weird that I'm on the quiet side of the audio all the time, because I try to add more audio, but it never really works. Also, looks like that Oli is in the chat. So hello. Oh, so this one actually has a layer in the middle already. Okay, so first thing I have to do is increase the height to add a ground layer. Well, what you two did was make levels. That was really the main discussion point. I don't know, maybe wood. I think. Oh, it's not even wood in the Middle Ages, right? It's just a dirt layer. So I should maybe add just the dirt layer for now, and then see how that goes. My movement buttons are a bit weird right now. It's confusing. Okay, so I also have to remove this stuff. And then add a door to the side. Why are they not working? Might be the new version. It's a bug I have to report. Because them not working at all isn't nice. Oh, hey, right, Shay. What do you think of people modifying the performance test to move around? Well, I personally don't think that it's necessary, because those people should just wait a bit longer and not go ahead and mod something that really isn't intended for that. I mean, it's not even real gameplay you have there, so you don't really need a FreeCam mod. Could just wait until you can actually play. Wait, am I removing parts I don't want to remove? I think I am. I really need to... Quick break, I need to report that bug to FGC so that he knows. Because it's really annoying right now. I mean, I will be able to work with it, but I don't know. Okay, so that's done. I mean, you guys don't know how long you still have to wait until the game actually is in early access, but then again, there could have just been no performance test at all, so you would have had nothing to play with, and you would probably still have been fine with that. So I don't really see that as a valid argument to FreeCam. I think I should probably get an older version of Magical Voxel right now, because I can barely move my camera. Let me just quickly change version to the previous preview builds. Oh, now you can see the tree I have open. Let me close that. There we go. scale it up. Okay. Thank you for the follow desired identity. There we go. Are you trying to get rid of that land? I can't you use the box select? Well, I'm trying to get rid of it, yeah, but the problem is I have to be careful as it's connected to these parts too, and I want to keep these parts. I mean, I'm using the box select, the box mode. Is camera movement here bug too? No, okay. Is it? No, okay. I don't know if the current version already called this the cube instead of just B. But yeah, the problem is that this terrain has this whole curvature in it. So I can't just remove big parts at once. The actual 3D box, I never used this. And I don't know how you would even... I mean, oh, I think this one, it is. It probably works. That's actually a good idea. I've been using Knosvoxel too long, I don't use some of the new tools without even realizing that it might be useful to just do it. Okay, camera is bugged here too. Wonderful. Yeah, my A button isn't working. Okay, now I can't move at all. That's nice. Gotta change the version again. I have a bunch of preview versions laying around, so I'll just do some testing until one works. Why is it not selected anymore? Can't I? Okay, I can't edit it once I remove something. That sucks. Okay, so these parts have to go, but I'll just quickly go to an even older build. Yeah, so I'm using a newer version than the newest version of Knosvoxel right now. I'm using one that F3C sent me through DMs with the features he has featured on his Twitter. So does camera movement work in this version? Let's see. Also, I have to readjust this like this. For now, it looks like it. It's the... I don't know. Something is bugged. I think it's a bug. I didn't have this occur at all last time I used Knosvoxel, so I don't know what it is. But it's a bad bug. Like, I can't even use multiple buttons at once, really. I don't know. Hopefully there's a fix soon. Also, why? There we go. I feel like I'm breaking something with Knosvoxel right now. Something really isn't working right. Where am I? Here we go. Oh, that's way too much. But yeah, that's the problem with preview versions. You'll have to deal with the bugs there might be. Okay. So my main problem right now is that I have to do this exact progress for each building. And there's 10 of them. So I'll probably just work on this one for now. If I can handle my camera movement, because it doesn't like me. Yeah, it is tedious, like with pretty much everything on this level. I mean, making the nature wasn't so tedious because it was just asset placing. That part was nice. Should probably have streamed that part. Although I wanted to add some first today too, so we can just do that and don't deal with removing parts out of buildings. A specific reason we can't get above 255, you mean the cube size, so the workspace? Because that one is 256. Yeah, well, I think it's mainly just performance issues. Because like with 256 right now, it can already get laggy on my 1060 sometimes with these bigger scenes. I have some other things I made where I had a lot of lags. I might be able to show those, but then I have to close this level again. I don't feel like doing that just now, but I can maybe do it later. But yeah, I think mainly performance. I mean, I started this castle when the limit still was 126, so that's why the whole ground layer is split up into 126s. I mean, I did that part with a height map and Faltovox. But yeah, Faltovox uses this 126 cubes still. Why am I in a different building now? I was working on this one. Okay. Okay, so I should add a door too. Maybe like here-ish. And then if we save it and open up Teardown again. We have a door now. Maybe a bit not wide enough, but it exists now. Also, I think, yeah, this has to be fixed too, because right now you can leave the map. But that's an easy fix. I mean, down here it's a mess. And the final goal will be to not have this be a possibility at all to go down here. So it's gonna be a lot of finding holes in the map. Have you finished a castle for this map? No. I was pretty demotivated the last few weeks to work on this level, especially because of the castle. Because there's a lot of rooms left I have to make. Like, this whole building needs more. This whole building needs to be filled with rooms. I think one layer is filled with rooms. I think that the tower will be fun to remake because there's actually stuff I can do there, but the rooms are just tedious. Actually, I never showed the rooms because the level wasn't correctly loaded because I was using an older version. I can maybe do that. But first I wanted to fix the surface here. The bottom part. Maybe like 3 and then I can do this. And then I encounter the problem again that I can't just click it, but I have to manually do this. Because otherwise the whole wall will be covered in rock that you can't break. And if we don't want that. I mean, I think there weren't really cellars in the Middle Ages, so I at least don't have to add those. At this point I'm actually not even sure myself in what age this castle is supposed to be. If it's a museum type castle or not. I really don't know. I'm just making a castle now that looks like it's from the Middle Ages. And with the village, of course. Is this the biggest map in the game? Probably not. I don't know how big, for example, Lee is. Because Lee always seems quite big to me. And I don't know how big the other maps were. I only played on those once or twice. Okay, so this should work now. If I save it and go back into the game. Will this map be in the final game? I don't know this either, probably. It's so what I was told is that it's, well, I proposed making this myself to show that you can technically make a whole map with Knosvoxel only. So it's that's the wrong screen. It's probably gonna be used like that in the game, but I don't know in which way it will be available to be played. Or what will happen with it once it's finished. Okay, so now you can't go through here. So that's nice. By the way, for the next few minutes while I'm in game, I can't see the chat because it always resizes my Streamlabs. Yeah, so you can't really leave the map through this building at least now. Through the others you can probably. Maybe not even because I didn't remove the ground here. Ground layer. But yeah, I think next I'll have to do some tests for how steep stairs can be. And then I'll add those to this building and then copy and paste them for the rest probably. Also I need to figure out how I want to have this wood look. I want to have different designs for the different walls of the different buildings. But before I leave Knosvoxel Teardown again, I'll quickly show you what I have finished here already. So this whole area I have had added grass already, but you weren't able to see it. Also, I see why this is problematic now. So I do have to fix this. I'll just do this quickly by pausing the game. So there's Oh, you actually right. You can actually see my screen, so you can see that I'm editing it. But this is not supposed to be the case. This is not supposed to happen here. I'll just do this, and it should be fine. I can use FreeCam too, but I don't know if that's even gonna remain in any sort of way once the game's out. Okay, yeah, so this problem doesn't occur anymore. It's nice. But what I wanted to show, so this tower is finished pretty much with this cellar part and all that. You were able to destroy this. I'm not going to go in there because this is heavy metal and I can't break it, so it's tedious to get in there. But a bunch of torches I manually added here and a bit of furniture on the chest. And the main building I have finished was this one. These lights stay on as long as you don't break anything on the map. I don't know if that functionality is going to change before release or not. But yeah, this building took a long time, and I even thought of different functionalities for the different rooms, but I don't remember all of them. I think this one was the room for the queen, and this one for the king, and this one shared for them both or something like this. But yeah, that's mainly where I did most of the work yet. And I really like the view through this window. But yeah. Okay, so I'll change back to Knosvoxel. Or maybe I should have left Teardown open for now, because I want to do these stair tests. Okay, let me have a quick look at the chat. Wasn't there Ryan Sellers? Yeah, that's actually something I could add maybe, I don't know. I had a cellar somewhere in the castle. I don't know what the usage for it was supposed to become. Where is it? Is it this one? No. Was it? Where is it? Okay, the camera movement bugs bother me. Still persistent in this version. I don't know if it's an issue with my keyboard, but it probably can't even be. Yeah, so down here we have a cellar, so I could add something there. I might have been a bit quiet just now because I realized I'm moving further and further away from the microphone. Of a cheap museum that just looks like an island and made it themed. Yeah, but so what I don't want to do, but what I should do is add a ship to the front, to the dock, because otherwise there really is no reason or possibility why you would even be on the island. So maybe I'll go with the cheap approach and add a small boat, a paddle boat. And that's it. Not drivable ship, I can't do that through Knosvoxel only. This is a way more detailed than this. Yeah, well, I spent like 30 hours or so, or even 50, I don't know, many hours on this level so far, and there's still a lot on my to-do list. Do players walk through grass, or do you walk over it? You walk over it because it's just normal voxels. They just behave like all the other voxels in the scene. Nice flexing on those modders trying to get free cam. Well, I mean, I have access to the game. I love the lighting in this game. Yeah, me too. It's really nice. I think it's HDR lighting, so it's using HDR maps. So yeah, that way it looks really natural, even though it's voxels. What about if it is, you see him repurposing the big yard for a cruise ship? I really don't want to add the big yard to this map. I'm more than sure that it would look out of place. Pantry maybe. Yeah. What was that one? Armory. Yeah, so the pantry. What did I want to? I wanted to add it somewhere in this building. Is it the right one? Yeah, in this. No, not in this building. In the one in front of it. Here. Somewhere in here, because there you have all the food stuff. Armory could also maybe be a thing, but I don't know yet. So same thing for the village. I wanted to have themed villages, but I'm probably gonna end up with them just being basic village houses, and the main resources and all that are either being shipped there of cruise ship or produced in the castle. So it's a rather poor village. I mean, there's really no resources on a tiny island like this. So, yeah, it would technically make sense. Okay, so what I also wanted to do is add some fences and all that. Some fences, some boxes, to have a bit more detailing, because I mean, it looks like a lot of detailing already, but it's really not any detailing at all. It's really just a few trees and a few rocks. So what I also had in mind, I wanted to do the stairs. What I want to try first is, okay, I see my problem. I don't have... Oh, actually I could do this. Quickly gonna import the pine tree I had open earlier. Just gotta find it, where it's located. There we go. It's almost colored correctly. That's a lot of flammable material. Yeah, you can really burn down a lot on here, but then the fire alarm gets triggered, and I haven't figured out how to disable it yet. Okay, so I have to edit this so that it only uses my palette colors. Getting a bit confused by all the different versions I've been using of this software the past few days. Because in this in a newer one there's more options down here in region. I actually still have space for pantry colors. Because I don't want it to have the same colors as my normal trees. Where is the file? How are you doing these trees? Well, I think all the ones in Teardown are hand modeled. I have a progress there, but I don't use it anymore. Actually, this one is partly hand modeled. I don't share my process that I use on TreeStore. It's more or less one of the few secrets I actually still have concerning my voxel work. Because most other stuff I mentioned somewhere at some point. Like the whole height map thing I mentioned at some point, and now it feels like every second voxel artist is using it. It's like using World Painter to paint the map and then use it. So I'm actually not sure if the pine trees will look good on the map. Probably do, because it adds more variety to the scene. It's a bit smaller than I thought it would be. So okay, still works though. I mean, this whole back area, you will never go here. Pretty much. There's nothing to get there. Because the whole... If there's going to be missions, it's all revolving around the village buildings and the castle. The only thing I've thought about was maybe adding an escape boat to the beach down here. Maybe that would look cool. But yeah, that's why I'm trying to cover up this back part as good as I can. As you will never go there. What does the outside of the map look like from the inside of the game? You mean like these parts where there's no so nothing, where there's nothing? I mean, like in Lead, there are mountains and a power line that goes off into the distance. Yeah, so you mean the parts that you can't reach in the map. For this level, it's also water. I don't know if you just joined the stream, but in engine, in the game, you can see it. It's all water. I didn't figure out how to do the actual physical barrier yet. You can't pass through. But yeah, you will just see water. It's actually an island. I just can't add the water in Magica Voxel, because then it wouldn't behave correctly. It would literally just be glass. Also, buttered croissant underscore? Was it underscore? I think it was underscore. Thank you for the follow. Actually, through all my Teardown streams, I'm receiving so many followers, but yeah. I don't know if you guys will stick around for other content. I mean, it's obvious that my views are lower on non-Teardown stuff, because, like, you are obviously here for Teardown, but yeah, it's my main stream channel. I stream other stuff on here too when I actually do it. I always want to stream more, but then I don't do it because I don't know. Like, I mean, for example, no idea if anybody will watch how I try to actually beat Minecraft for once, because I really want to stream that. I just didn't come around to doing so yet. The only thing I stopped trying to do is stream in German. I think I had 1 or 2 German streams. And while it's nice, while I received a big host actually with like 100 views in that one, I can't stream in German every now and then if my main audience is English. That would be dumb. Also, when I stream in English, I can, when I do some spelling mistakes, I can just say it's because of my bad English, because I'm not I'm not an English speaker from my mother's tongue. I think that's the correct sentencing. You could have chosen German in high school. That's interesting. I didn't know that. It's always. I mean, I heard of it that there's sometimes the option to choose German as a language in other countries. But I always feel like, when will you need it other than when you are actually in Germany or in Austria? Or maybe in some parts of Switzerland. Like, that's really the only time you will need German, or you could use German. Like, I mean, with Spanish or French, there's a lot of countries that actually speak those languages. I mean, English of course too, because like English is the main language for pretty much everything. But German, I don't know. Feels a bit niche to me. Okay, so I added those. I'm not gonna have a look at them just now because I know that they will work. I mean, they should work. But what I want to try first is set up some stair tests in this building to find out how steep you can walk. In my country, apart from English, we can also choose either Russian or German. Interesting. Russian feels even weirder to me. Because don't the Slavic countries all have different languages? So voxel art, huh? You must be one creative person to do it well.